What does it take to change the course of history? Intelligence, courage, ambition, or perhaps the willingness to take risks that others would never dare to take. More than 2,000 years ago, one man possessed all of these qualities. He rose from a young Roman noble to become one of the most powerful figures the ancient world had ever seen. His victories made him famous. His reforms transformed Rome. And his ambition would ultimately make him enemies. Some admired him. Some feared him. And some believed he had become too powerful to live. His name was Julius Caesar. And his story would forever change the course of history. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through fascinating stories from history, please consider subscribing to Timeless English. There are many more journeys waiting for you here. And now, let us travel back to ancient Rome. Long before Julius Caesar was born, Rome was already becoming one of the most powerful states in the Mediterranean. Its armies were strong. Its citizens were proud. Its influence stretched across vast territories. Yet Rome was not ruled by a king. It was a republic. Citizens elected officials. Power was shared among different leaders. At least in theory. In reality, powerful families competed constantly for influence. Political rivalries filled the city. Wealthy nobles fought for power. Ambitious men dreamed of greatness. And in this world of competition, one young boy would emerge whose name would become legendary. His name was Gaius Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC. His family belonged to the Roman nobility. But they were not among the wealthiest or most powerful families. Young Caesar grew up hearing stories of Rome's great heroes. Stories of generals, conquerors, statesmen, men whose names lived forever. He wanted the same thing. He wanted glory. As a child, few people could have imagined how far he would go. Yet even at a young age, Caesar displayed intelligence, confidence, and determination. Qualities that would define his entire life. But Rome was entering a dangerous period. Civil conflicts were growing. Political violence was becoming common. And soon, Caesar would face his first great test. When Caesar was still a young man, Rome came under the control of a powerful dictator named Sulla. Sulla demanded loyalty. His enemies were punished harshly. Many were executed. Others fled. Caesar soon attracted unwanted attention. Sulla ordered him to divorce his wife. Caesar refused. It was a dangerous decision. Refusing Sulla could mean death. For a time, Caesar went into hiding. Friends and family pleaded on his behalf. Eventually, Sulla spared him. But according to one famous story, Sulla warned his supporters. He supposedly said, "There are many Mariuses in this young man." In other words, Sulla believed Caesar would one day become extremely powerful. And he was right. As a young man, Caesar traveled across the Mediterranean. During one voyage, pirates captured him. The pirates demanded a ransom. When Caesar heard the amount, he reportedly laughed. He told them they were asking for too little. He believed he was worth far more. While waiting for the ransom to be paid, Caesar behaved as if he were their leader rather than their prisoner. He gave speeches. He ordered them to be quiet while he slept. He even joked that he would return and punish them. The pirates laughed. They thought he was joking. He was not. After being released, Caesar gathered ships. He hunted down the pirates, captured them, and carried out his promise. It was a glimpse of the determination that would later make him famous. Rome offered ambitious men many paths to power. Caesar entered politics. He delivered powerful speeches, built important alliances, and gained popularity among ordinary citizens. He understood something many politicians did not. People wanted leaders who inspired them. People wanted hope. People wanted victories. Step by step, Caesar rose through Rome's political system. Each promotion brought him closer to the highest offices. Yet he wanted more. Much more. Soon, he would receive an opportunity that would change everything. A military command in Gaul, modern-day France. And there, Caesar would make history. For nearly a decade, Caesar led campaigns across Gaul. The fighting was brutal. The challenges were enormous. Yet victory followed victory. His armies crossed rivers, stormed fortresses, defeated powerful tribes, and expanded Roman territory dramatically. Caesar became famous throughout Rome. His soldiers admired him. His enemies feared him. His reports from the battlefield were widely read. Every success increased his reputation. Every victory increased his power. But power creates fear. And many politicians in Rome were becoming nervous. They wondered whether Caesar's growing influence threatened the republic itself. Soon, a confrontation would become unavoidable. In 49 BC, Caesar faced a critical decision. The Roman Senate ordered him to give up command of his army. If he obeyed, he would lose much of his influence. If he refused, civil war could begin. Caesar chose to act. He marched toward a small river called the Rubicon. Roman law forbade generals from crossing it with an army. Standing at the river's edge, Caesar knew the decision would change everything. Then he crossed. According to tradition, he declared, "The die is cast." There was no turning back. Civil war had begun. Caesar's forces defeated their rivals. One by one, his enemies fell. Eventually, Caesar emerged as the most powerful man in Rome. He became dictator. But unlike earlier dictators, Caesar introduced major reforms. He reorganized government, reduced corruption, improved administration, and introduced a calendar system that influenced the modern calendar we use today. Many Romans admired his achievements. Yet others grew concerned. Had Caesar become too powerful? Was Rome still a republic? Or was Caesar becoming a king in all but name? The tension continued to grow. And a group of senators began planning something unthinkable. The date was March 15, 44 BC. The day known as the Ides of March. Caesar entered the Senate meeting. He likely expected an ordinary day. Instead, conspirators surrounded him. Among them was Brutus, a man Caesar trusted. Moments later, the attack began. Caesar was stabbed multiple times. The most powerful man in Rome fell to the floor. The assassination shocked the Roman world. The conspirators believed they were saving the Republic. But they had made a terrible mistake. Instead of restoring stability, they unleashed chaos. Civil wars followed. And Rome would never truly return to the old republic. Julius Caesar died more than 2,000 years ago. Yet his influence remains everywhere. His military campaigns changed Europe. His political reforms transformed Rome. Even the month of July is named after him. His adopted heir, Augustus, would become Rome's first emperor. The Roman Republic ended. The Roman Empire began. And much of that transformation can be traced back to Caesar. Few individuals have shaped history so profoundly. Few names have endured so long. And few stories continue to capture the imagination quite like his. More than 2,000 years have passed since Julius Caesar walked the streets of Rome. Empires have risen. Empires have fallen. Yet his story remains alive. Why? Because Caesar's life reminds us of the power of ambition, the importance of courage, and the consequences of our choices. His successes were extraordinary. His mistakes were significant. His life changed history forever. And perhaps there is a lesson there for all of us. Great achievements rarely happen overnight. They are built one decision at a time. One challenge at a time. One step at a time. And perhaps you are on your own journey right now. Maybe you are learning English. Maybe progress feels slow. Maybe some days are difficult. But every word you learn matters. Every lesson matters. Every story matters. Just as Caesar built his legacy one step at a time, you are building your English one step at a time. Keep learning. Keep growing. And keep believing in your progress. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history. Now I would love to hear from you. Do you think Julius Caesar was a hero who transformed Rome? Or a leader who became too powerful? Leave your answer in the comments below. Until next time, my friends. Take care of yourselves. Keep learning. Keep growing. And never stop being curious about the stories that shaped our world.